POV, you wanted to inspire other people in their self-improvement journey. Instead, you look like just a cocky asshole. This is the summary of a conversation that I had with my friend that did like a constructive review. She did a constructive criticism on my journey. Every day, in fact, I'm trying to share my journey, the good, especially the bad. And the bad, especially when you're on diet and under a lot of pressure and stuff to do, is a lot. And yeah, even my mood is being affected so much by the diet, by the physical effort that every day I go through. So yeah, I understand. And she's right, I don't look like the happy guy that I consider myself in my daily life. I understand. This is also due to my social anxiety, because in the last 2-3 years I've been through a difficult period of time with my mental health, and yes, this is the result. So sometimes when I post content, I unconsciously tend to close myself, like in a close way, like not sharing my real self, because I'm probably afraid of some consequences. Because you know, when you expose yourself on social media, something will happen, always. I mean, if you're starting your journey, no worries. No one will ever consider you at the beginning. Like, no one. You're worried about being viewed, criticized, no worries. You will not have those views. This is sad, but true. But that said, when you start to expose yourself, of course you expose yourself to some good things and a lot of bad things. So yeah, this is not easy for anyone who is starting the journey. So I understand. And with this journey I want to show what is happening to me in every part of my life. This is like a self-improvement journey. I want to create a kind of channel that is a Netflix, but for self-improvement. Under every aspect that I consider important for the life of every human being. I mean, at least for my journey. So I consider like main pillars the physical health, because I consider this a very important pillar of life. The mental health, that for me is the number one pillar in life. And last but not least, the financial health. This one is, yeah, I know, a big controversy. I understand. But I will explain you why for me is important as well. Well, that said, the first pillar, physical health. What to say? I started my journey because I was, let's say, an adolescent with lots of insecurities. Now I'm a grown-up man with lots of insecurities anyway. But yeah, the gym and the fitness, let's say, directed me towards something that was helping me to channel these struggles, let's say. So I started to learn a lot about the gym, nutrition, etc. Till the point I became a personal trainer, nutritionist, all these figures that nowadays have no clue on what to do online, because you know, nowadays online, who speaks louder have the right. So yeah, let's not consider that. I decided to not being too markety, let's say to, I don't know, how do you say, gimmicky, something like that. No, my English is not the best. By the way, I'm Daniele Gaggiotti, called the Italian coach because I live in UK and my English was so bad. Maybe it's a bit improved, but still very bad. But yeah, that's why I have this name in the channel. But that said, I started my journey on fitness and health industry, and this is what I'm sharing, like how to improve our health, physical condition, and how to lose weight. And after I finish these next 4 months of dieting, even how to bulk in a good way. So I want to share like all the principles of the nutrition, because they are all the same. As I said, everyone claims to have the best diet, the best method, etc. But the science is very clear about the things. You need to have a balanced diet, lots of veggies, some protein, keep yourself active muscularly, so with some weight training and even with the cardio. So in both ways, this is the secret of health. No big things, no complicated diet. Take it easy, guys. Move a bit more than usual, eat a bit less, a bit more protein, a bit more training, and you'll be fine. This is the secret of life in terms of nutrition. Not much. Sorry to say that, but yeah, I will try to share like the good and honest thing at least. Of course, everyone is biased by something, but I'll try to be as impartial as possible. Let's say. That said, physical health. That's why for me it's so important. Because if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Because 50 years from now, you'll pay everything, every penny, in order to come back in your condition now. It doesn't matter if you're dead or alive, because time and health is something that you cannot buy back. So, health, of course, is not just physical. There is even the mental component of health. And I'm very aware, unfortunately, about that. That's why it became like my first pillar. Because in the last 2-3 years, I struggled so much that, well, I'm starting to see the sun, the light, just now, to be honest. And this is what I want to share with my channel. How we can focus even on our mental health. And for me, this comes from even removing this, the phone. Because phones and social media in general, I think we're born like in a good way, in order to connect people, to improve life of the people. But instead it was like a boomerang, because it had literally the opposite effect. Now everyone is complaining, blaming others, and judging. And if not judging others, everyone is judging themselves because they feel not enough. Like if you need to be enough for someone in order to live. You don't need that. You are enough already. But you know, comparisons is the thief of joy. And nowadays with social media, with all this perfect life, it's difficult. It's very difficult. That's why I'm sharing my journey in order to show what I think is a kind of a real life with all the good and all the negative. And to be honest, I started this journey, I gave up after 1.5 months, and I'm restarting. So here we are. Not all the journeys are perfect, none of the journey is easy, none that I saw. I know for marketing people make everything looks easy. And actually maybe it can be. Maybe I'm just silly enough to not understand the principles. It could be even this. Even with fitness and nutrition, at the beginning I was struggling. I was like, why I can't reach my results when for the other people it looks so easy. Yeah, well, I didn't study enough. That's it. For mental health, I think is a bit more complicated. For me, like for the physical health, the secret for me are being active and eat okay-ish, because I love the food. For me, food is even one of the pleasure of life, of course. But let's say for the mental health, for me, it's important to have two things. First of all, a direction. What I mean is that everyone has this journey that has an average of, I don't know, 70, 80 years. This is our journey. Everyone goes through this. Someone has a shorter journey, someone has a longer journey, but the average looks like being 75, 80 years. That said, in this journey, we go for this short amount of time through so many stuff, and what I want to do is having like a direction, a mission, a goal in my life that is like to be a better person and maybe help someone to live a better life. This is basically my goal, and I'm doing a living on this. Yeah, and now improving their condition physically, hopefully one day studying, even mentally and financially, maybe, who knows. But yeah, because I think that we need to consider the direction, but even the enjoyment, because It's a short journey, but it's a kind of long. I want to live this in the best way. I mean, at least I think it should be like that. And that's why I want to share my journey in order to make, I don't want to say as many mistakes as possible, but I want to share my mistakes and what I learn in order that if someone will see these videos, maybe can avoid so many mistakes. Because of course I will do so many mistakes, and this is normal. Like I said, everyone goes through mistakes, some stuff, some difficulties. The goal is to overcome them and to go as smoothly as possible towards the end. That's it. I want to enjoy life, I want to enjoy food, I want to enjoy everything, trying to be helpful for other people. This is my goal, and I want to do that showing how to enjoy the food, because for me the food was first of all a form of compensation, yeah, but still something that can be enjoyable if in moderation. Second, I want to share my journey to grow up, because yeah, I am a grown-up child but still improvable a lot, and this is what I want to share, how to improve ourselves in a certain way. That's why this journey is all about. And third, even the financial component, as I said, because I think the money is not important in an absolute way, because when you die you will not carry anything with you. This one is very clear to me. I think about the death basically every day, and this is for me just a reminder that I need to care about the important stuff in life. So money, first of all, is not important. This is true for me. But having not enough money becomes absolutely everything. That's why money is for me the third pillar of a good life. Because if you focus just on money, you're trying to compensate some deeper pain. But if you don't have money, you will struggle in life in many ways. That's why the sweet spot should be in the middle. Having enough money to live your days without worrying. Exactly, without worrying is the second keyword for my mental health. So my journey has two characteristics. Like I said, the first one is the direction. Second one, being safe. Like tranquility, calmly. I don't want to worry about anything. Of course, the things will come. But the point is that I want to worry as less as possible. That's why I was saying that I want to have like a very smooth journey towards the end. And money is another component, and I want to share even how I build my business, how I manage my savings, and even other stuff, because then in the future I want to donate some money. You know, I will die. I will die without money. So the money is like a way to live a good life, but it's not everything. Money is absolutely not everything. You just need to have, I don't want to say enough, I want to say more than enough to live a good life, but don't focus just on that. That's why these three pillars. That said, in this journey I will share basically everything. And coming back to the first quote basically of my friend, why this happened, because you know, I'm in a fat loss journey again, because basically depending how I felt in these years that have been through many struggles, I compensated some stuff with food, gaining some weight, then losing, then I moved abroad again, and then I'm restarting my business, and this has so many difficulties in it that makes me sleep over is wrong, I guess. I mean, will make me sleep from my fitness journey as well. And that's why I want to share all my mistakes. For example, today I was overthinking a lot, so I ate a bit more. For everyone that has kind of a past with eating disorders, it can be understandable. This was me in the past. Now I just understand. Sometimes I go to eat a bit more when I feel stressed or with anxiety. It's normal for me. Yes, should not be like that. We should not cover our insecurities or bad mental mood with food. I understand. But the reality is that most people do that, and I don't want to hide this. And now I'm running, not just because I want to compensate, even if saying just because is wrong. It's basically because I run almost every day, or at least I do some cardio, being in a weight loss journey. You can do a weight loss even without running though, without any cardio. But doing a bit of cardio will make it easier, because you will have more calories to eat or less to cut. Basically, yeah, this is the same thing, but yeah. Well, even the bad jokes are part of the journey, yeah? And well, I was eating a bit more, so in order to be in a calorie deficit, I decided to run a bit more today. And well, the best way, doing journey, doing videos, because I will do this anyway. I share my journey daily right now. That said, so we need to learn to not compensate our fear and insecurity with the food, but at the same time being healthy physically. That for me is based on eating like a good amount of fruit and vegetables, a bit of protein, moving more like I said, and a body fat that is between 10-15%. Of course, I'll try to be a bit more, how to say, I will go a bit harder on that, because first of all, I know what to do. Second, I did already. Third, because I want to inspire maybe other people to reach like these things naturally, because you know, nowadays the average physique on social media is much better than mine, because let's say even with steroids the average teenager over there is like massive and very shredded. This should be like an healthy body, I guess, 15% body fat, I guess, something like that. And I want to go lower, let's say 10%. This is my goal, like more shredded, because I grow up a bit overweight, so I prefer to be skinnier, shredded, let's say. Mental health, I want to share the things that I'm learning, so the gratitude, this kind of stuff, and then all the rest. With my friend, basically, she told me that I don't look like, let's say, friendly enough as I used to be. And I noticed as well, because like I said, when I'm on diet, the mood is affected a lot. I shared a video about this a few days ago, saying, wow, the old boss, saying that basically I grew up with a phrase that is, overweight people are always happy, and there is a kind of a truth behind it, because basically the food will help our mood in so many ways, and even physiologically. That's normal. If you want to see the video, it's over there, a couple of days ago. And well, when you are on a cut, it's not easy to be positive, etc., because it is a stress physically, mentally, especially if you do extra cardio or extra stress for your body. Plus I'm building my business, exposing my social media, with social anxiety, so my mood is affected a lot. And that's why I don't want to just to focus on gratitude and this kind of stuff, but even on funnier stuff, because I'm a bit childish and I like to enjoy the things with fun. And yeah, she said literally this, that I'm not funnier as I can be in real life. Well, this is part of my struggles in this journey, but I'll try to improve. That said, if you want to follow the journey, maybe can have some useful insight for you, because I will share the bad and the good and useful stuff that can help someone. Well, feel free. This is for me like Netflix, but for self-improvement. That said, wish you the best and see you tomorrow. Remember, help other people and you will be helped back. That's the secret of life for me. See you soon, guys.